was saying Mark is able to tell the truth on these 50 Cent topics because he ain't never sleptwalked nowhere. So 50 ain't gonna wake up and post him naked every day for the next month.
Yo, what's good, people? Anybody from G Unit gonna step up and spin the block for 50 Cent? Somebody go grab Olivia, Kid, The Game, anybody besides him. Because we cannot keep letting these guys run at 50 like this. And if you're T.I., this is what you call the perfect storm. Album on the way, just dropped a single, and now beefing with one of the most iconic rappers ever. No wonder his new single, Let 'Em Know, is climbing the charts on Billboard. Right now it sits at number 43 on the Hot 100, so you can see why 50 is starting to pull back a bit. He's realizing T.I.'s making waves again, and in turn, helping push his own records. A couple of days ago, 50 commented on a post saying he had respectfully asked T.I. to stay away back in 2021, but he went in the comments accusing T.I. of clout chasing, saying he's just trying to sell records. Here's the thing, 50 didn't have to engage at all. He could have let T.I. do interviews, let him get his shine, but the second he engaged, all bets were off. Fast forward to today on the Joe Budden podcast, episode 9006. Go check it on Spotify. Joe and the crew not only gave T.I. his props for this record, but straight up admitted this is exactly how you take on 50. And here's what Joe had to say.
Because I was saying Mark is able to tell the truth on these 50 Cent topics because he ain't never sleptwalked nowhere. So 50 ain't gonna wake up and post him naked every day for the next month. 1, 2, 50 ain't in the library. We ain't bumping into Mark at.
That's fair.
That's true.
That's fair.
So go ahead and set it off. Let these niggas know.
Well, Ice, you want to tell them what happened?
Well, all right, so T.I.'s been calling 50 Cent out for verses. This has been going on since COVID, actually. He feels, his catalog stands up best against 50, and he can beat him in the verses. So he called him out again, and...
Where do y'all stand on that?
What?
Because I know everybody's about to have something to say about 50 and his behavior. But where do y'all stand on somebody consistently calling somebody out to play that's not looking to pick up the phone?
That's hip-hop.
Well,
Yeah.
According to T.I., which he said on $1 Million Worth of Game, he gave an interview about this. And he specifically said, I bumped into 50 in L.A. We talked about it. He said, let's do it. He said, I'm going to go out in public and talk about it first and then pull you in.
I'm learning more and more that people don't really know how to read superstar talk.
Especially in L.A.
Here we go again. That's superstar talk. Yeah, oh yeah, man, let's do it. Yeah. When somebody in your face saying something that you don't give a fuck about, they do me all like, hey, Joe, man, we should do a pod, me and you. Oh yeah, man, sure, let's do it.
That means move.
That's how easy it is.
I didn't believe that story when I first heard it, just because 50's the kind of person that if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. And he's kind of made it clear back in the mid-2000s when he was dissing T.I. and calling him out for the charge he caught and how that case went. He kind of made it clear where he stood with T.I. So I don't, and during the COVID times when he was asked about it, he was just like, yo, I'm not doing that. Don't leave me alone. I don't want to do it. So if I don't fuck with you and I said I don't want to do it, leave me alone. I don't see 50 now turning around saying
about somebody consistently calling out somebody who clearly don't give a fuck about versus.
But ain't even I don't give. But let me ask you about the person that has shown I don't fuck with you.
That's true.
And don't give a fuck about verses.
But if I saw you post that and you said X, Y, or Z, then is the person, again, I don't know what happened, I'm just being objective. If I saw you after that and you say, yo, yeah, let's do it, and I say, all right, cool, I'm a hype it up. I'm gonna hype it up and put some smoke behind it and then bring you in on it.
Yeah.
And even if you was bullshitting, I don't know you bullshitting.
Just requests. He's putting out memes and videos and stuff, and then he just starts putting Tiny up there.
Yes.
That's way outside the lines.
It's very outside the lines.
Y'all know I feel like that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I also know that 50 don't feel like I feel.
Yeah, he don't care.
He don't feel like I feel. I think kids is kids, your wife, your family. I'm not never playing like that with nobody.
Me neither.
He don't feel like that.
But, right. To me, though, it's like, if we're going to play like that, and I don't think you ever should, it should be in response to somebody else playing like that. At this point, T.I. still hadn't said or done nothing to warrant that. You called him a rat.
Mm-hmm.
He responded by saying, I don't respect this dude, and why I don't even want to be on stage with him, because in another interview, they're like, would you still? He's like, I don't want to be on stage with dude, I don't respect him. We called him a duck, which apparently in Atlanta is some shit you don't want to be.
He said a lot.
He did.
I feel like people kind of have figured out that rapping is just how you do this with 50.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he's not. Because
you're not gonna rap.
He's not gonna rap.
True.
So the rapping kind of just settles off with him.
But this version of rapping is a little different than the other rapping we've seen. Like, because again, he's telling him, "I'm with that too. Be clear. I'm talking to you in a song, but I'm with this."
It's like, yo, dog, everybody's scared of you. I ain't.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a better place to fight him because Instagram, he's gonna win that.
He's going to win, hands down.
Yeah,
Not everybody care about that, yo.
that's true too.
Right. The 50 shit is tough, dog, because he's a star. Like, he's a star. He's a big star. You're not gonna catch him. You're not gonna catch him and do something to him, and it'll be more likely that he has people where you are before you have people where he is.
Right.
That's just as people are going about life, like not even on a plan. Like, Ja really went to go perform at the shit.
Yeah.
And niggas like, oh, word. Like, what do you do? What do you do? It's tough to deal with.
It is.
Yeah.
You got to be ready to deal with all that comes with this stupid shit.
And I think that's the other reason, like you were saying, why people don't say much about him, is that niggas don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, that's bully shit. That's the shit. That's actually shit T.I.'s rapping about. It's bully shit. That's what I don't like about it. Like, and I mean, I'm a fan of 50. I'm a fan of T.I. You know what I mean? It's not about the music. It's about just like, we ain't got to move this way. Like, you won. You up. You survived all this shit in life. You successful. Like,
Both of them.
yes. Enjoy, but I'm talking about the 50. Like, enjoy the shit. T.I. seems to enjoy it. Sometimes with 50, as an outside observer, as a fan, it looks like almost like, are you happy? Like, it's like there always has to be a somebody to fuck with. There always has to be somebody to
See, I think that's where you get the happiness from.
and
I'm not.
I don't want to psychoanalyze him, but
I'm not gonna go that
I
far.
don't think you're wrong.
Before you get to him being a bully, he's sensitive.
A lot of bullies are.
And he'll tell you that. But knowing that, you kind of just, like, all of them interviews T.I. did, if you know you talk about somebody who's sensitive and on a different type of time, like, that person's gonna react this way. Like, because 50 will say, I don't fuck with nobody that's not fucking with me.
Yeah,
I hear that. But let's say, but if your theory is right, and you're 50, then you know that you was blowing smoke up when you told T.I. let's go do this.
Oh, for sure.
So then,
Not doing
why
no
you
fucking
being-
verses, nigga.
Then you shouldn't be sensitive when T.I.'s out there saying let's do the verses. Because T's only doing the shit that I told him to go do.
Then we gotta fight too if you put out a diss record and it's chock full of disses, and I start to feel like that you wanted to say some of this stuff to me for a while.
Oh, those are the best.
Like,
disses.
this diss track feel like he just had a lot that he needed to say to 50 Cent. Because he in the track talking about New York, y'all gonna defend y'all king on this one. I never know nobody to call 50 Cent the king of New York. I've never heard that before.
He said it.
I
though,
haven't
but
heard that
he said
one
it.
time in my rap life.
Maybe
He said
in
it.
03.
I'm about to say maybe when the album was out.
He said it and
Get
ran
Rich
around
was-
saying he was the king, though. So
He did have an album or mixtape
yeah,
called King.
Forever King.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying he's
Niggas
ran
wasn't
with the,
calling him the king when he had that out.
I know
No, that was-
niggas
yeah, that
wasn't,
was-
but he crowned just the same way. Wasn't nobody calling T.I. the king until he called himself the king of the South.
But niggas jumped on the
Nah,
bandwagon.
niggas was calling him the king after he said it.
After that. So he's like, all right, and ain't nobody else called themselves king
Why
of New
is
York.
T.I. looking at 50 like he's the king of New York?
Because he called me.
don't know if
He
he
crowned
really
himself
said-
king, man.
I don't think he
whatever.
thinks he's the king as opposed to Jay or as opposed to whoever. I don't think he thinks. I think that's a good argument.
I don't think
for a battle.
50 Cent gives enough of a fuck about anything in music.
I don't either.
Now, there's one thing I gotta push back on Joe about. This wasn't just some quick Hollywood run-in between these two. It was way more than that. They were spending serious time together trying to sell a new TV show, and both 50 Cent and T.I. were set to be executive producers. In fact, T.I. was actually going to be the star of the show. So yeah, they definitely had a working relationship, and T.I. genuinely thought a friendship was forming. When you're grinding with someone to develop a show, trust me, you're going to be clocking a lot of hours together. That's probably why T.I. felt so blindsided when 50 didn't follow through with their plans. Fast forward to 2026, we're looking at 2 diss records in and one from his son, King, and the lines have been crossed on all sides. So where do we go from here? Some people are rooting for 50 to step in the booth and respond. Others feel it's totally pointless. No matter what 50 does, mark my words, T.I. is going to use it to his advantage. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a 3rd diss record drop from him this week. Hit the comments, let me know what you think. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all later.